Okay, welcome to more Granblue Fantasy Relink. Where we left off last time, we were doing some of the Fate episodes that we had access to, and I think that's where I want to start as well. Just because they give such nice stat increases, and if I can have those stat increases, I want them. Also, when I was editing the VOD from last time, their voices are a little quiet, so I turned up the volume in OBS a little bit. I don't think there is a way for me to make the voices in the game any louder than they already are. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I already have the master volume at max and the dialogue volume at max, so there's not really anything I can do for that. But yeah, we're gonna try it at this volume. I raised it by a lot, honestly, so let's hope that works. If it doesn't, I'll raise it again, I guess. This game is just really weird. Oh, I can already report this. Defeat a wyvern. When did I defeat a wyvern? I mean, sure. Let's just travel to the client, and then we'll come back and we'll do the side quest. The Fate episodes rather. Here you go. You're giving me Fortitude shards, standard Raffinium. Ooh. I think that means I can uncap more of my weapons, maybe? Why does it say I have more things to do over here? What is run? This is run.
All right.
Why do you say new? What is new here? Treasure trade, new arrivals. Oh. Chieftain's braid and land beast claw. Not gonna lie, this looks more like a beak to me than a claw. These are limited time. But what do I need them for? I don't really know what I need these for. Like at all.
Don't be a stranger.
And then you, I'm working on that quest. And then, okay, this is just... There are more side quests. I know there are more side quests. Let's uncap more weapons.
Got an order?
Because it seems like from what we unlocked last time that it's good to uncap all of your weapons, even if it's a weapon you're not going to keep long term, and level them all up because you get passives from the weapon even if it's not equipped.
What should I strengthen?
Was my understanding. Hold on, let me level this up. Level up weapon. I don't remember what we were actually looking at where I could see that. Upgrade sigils. No.
Your weapons won't betray you.
What was that under? Gear. Loadouts? No. Oh right, you can have another thing. I forgot about that. Let's give you... You already have attack power. Stun power? Maybe? Get more money. Crit rates are stun. I think I'm gonna need more money, not gonna lie. So give me money. Is it R3? No. I don't remember what it was under. Crap. Trait details. No. Dang. No. But it was like under
Let's talk.
the weapon. Maybe it was in this menu and it was
Want your weapons
under
tempered?
upgrade. You.
Always
Uncap.
aim for the top.
I'm gonna have to watch my VOD back, but it was like, oh, for Cagliostro, her weapon at like level 30 or something, it gives her like 2000 HP, which was ridiculous. I really don't remember what I was looking at. Well, we're definitely going to do Io because she's the main healer we have right now, so her weapon getting better is like a priority, I would say, at least. So we'll uncap
I'll
that.
unlock its hidden potential.
Yeah, go ahead and uncap. Goodbye, money. Oh, I see. Now to unlock it again, it would need a land beast claw. I see. What would mine take to uncap again? A griffin feather. Okay, that's interesting. We're using Cagliostro right now, and I honestly think I'm going to want to play as her. So I think I'm going to uncap her weapon as well.
Let's kick it up a notch.
Yeah.
A complete success.
And now yours also uses a land beast claw. Okay. So I think we might want to buy another land beast claw. Then let's level up
I'll
your
handle it.
weapon. Let's get it to level 15, maybe? That uses 8. I think 15 is a good level.
Success.
Can this fail? He said success. Can it fail? That would be so upsetting.
I'll handle it.
Enhance.
Good.
Okay. And then the main character. Level up
I'll handle it.
weapon. This. There you go. I need more money. This is why I think Rupee Collector, or whatever that thing was called, is going to be good for us.
Success.
Okay.
Come back sometime.
Okay. I am going to buy one of those claws.
Welcome! And look! I just got some rare stuff!
Before we can't anymore. What? Trade.
Lucky you!
Okay.
Appreciate the support!
I still feel like their voice volume is a little low.
Hello there!
I can turn it up a little bit more. Okay, let's do more Fate episodes. We'll just make our way through all of them. Honestly, let's just go in order. Rackam. It's good to learn more about the characters, because I know nothing about them.
Piloting
Blue
an
skies
airship
ahoy.
ain't easy work, but whether it's plotting a windward course or conducting some routine maintenance, you can always count on experience and intuition.
Ha! Just a little further.
Finally, the Grand Cipher broke through the nebulous shadows and turbulent winds of the Grim Basin, and to greet us on the other end was our reward, the brilliant clear blue. It was a panoramic azure, dappled by silver-white clouds and gleaming from the light of a new day. Always an exhilarating sight to behold. Judging by the cries of celebration starting to spread across the deck, I took it my crewmates would agree. Damn, who'd have ever thought a young dreamer from Port Breeze would make it all the way out to these skies? The Grand Cipher and I, we'd gone through thick and thin together. It's a long story, but it all started on that fateful day I met the captain. I haven't looked back since. Right then, landing maintenance. Fuel stores, full. Engine, all clear. We were ready to disembark into the unknown. What awaited us in the Zeka Grande Skydom? As uneasy as I
Cue
was,
Frozen
couldn't
soundtrack.
help but feel a teensy bit giddy with excitement.
Man, this really makes me want to go back and watch like older episodes of One Piece. Like when they got to like the Grand Line way back when. All right, let's watch episode 1 because that was just the prologue. Fantasy versus reality.
Ah, the Grand Cipher. Ever since I found her abandoned behind a cliff, it was love at first sight.
You
I was just a
found
kid,
her?
But I had lofty dreams of repairing that ramshackle airship and taking her to the skies. Back then, I didn't know the difference between a porthole and port side. I was determined. I dove into books bigger than my head, and I learned basic airship repair, helmsmanship, the whole kit and caboodle. After a ton of elbow grease, the day had come. The Grand Cipher was finally ready for a test flight. I still remember how my hands trembled as I grabbed the rudder. And wouldn't you know it, she actually lifted off the ground for me. Nothing quite like watching your first love take to the skies, is there? But before I could take it all in, my dreams came crashing down. I mean, literally, the Grand Cipher sunk like a damn meteor. 100 different things could have caused it, but that didn't matter. Years of work went kaput in the blink of an eye.
Rip.
Betrayed by the very skies I longed for. I was crushed. Looking back now, it sounds stupid, I know, but it really felt like I had nothing to live for. I put all my hopes into that hunk of scrap. Laugh if you want, but some pits are too deep to crawl out of, especially when you look up for freedom and all you see is the expansive crystal blue of your tormentor. Don't worry, my pity party wouldn't last for too much longer. You see, my dreams had crashed like a meteor. But ironically enough, it was the meteoric rise of the Erste Empire that would bring the captain into my life. Salvation was on the horizon.
And he went on to be our captain, so he fulfilled his dream. Clearly. Actively. Episode 2. My bangs are getting in my way. Back at the wheel.
Just as I'd given up on flying, the Erste Empire had arrived in Port Breeze, and they were hell-bent on exploiting our local protector, the primal beast of wind, Tiamat. Their twisted machinations caused her to go on a rampage. Port Breeze was in peril. Fortunately, we had an ace up our sleeve, Lyria. Thing is, Lyria needed to get close to Tiamat, which meant we had to go up, and to go up, we needed to fly. Thought I'd already closed that chapter of my life when the skies betrayed me, but lives were on the line. Quick, get on the Grand Cipher! I don't know what got into me. She fell once before. Hell, I knew she might fall again. Nothing like a healthy fear of death to keep you grounded, eh? But the people of Port Breeze, and my new crewmates, had entrusted their fates to my piloting skills. My own fear was insignificant. All I needed to do was trust myself too. It's a damn shame it took me this long. But I'm back now, and ready to face the skies if you'll have me. As the Grand Cypher's engine purred to life, I knew I
Purred.
would no longer be encumbered by fear. I gripped the mast with pride as I set our course directly above to the rampaging Tiamat. Lyria quelled the primal beast, and catastrophe had been averted. Not to mention, I could finally dream again.
Did Lyria, like,
Ever since
absorb
that
it?
day, I've
Like
been
she
the
does
helmsman for
Bahamut?
the Grand Cipher and its crew.
And the Fury
It's been
Cane?
one hell of a ride. I've since formed a pact with good old Tiamat and made amends with the shipwright Primal who built the Grand Cipher, Noah. So, Zega Grande Skydom might be uncharted territory.
Shipwright
but
Primal?
my role remains the same. See our crew arrive safely, no matter the destination. And that includes Estalucia. Some folks might call reaching the end of the skies an impossible dream, but I ain't too worried. With the Grand Cipher as our wings, anything's possible.
Wait, he formed a pact with Tiamat? So can he summon Tiamat? That would make sense because Catalina can summon Ares, apparently. It's in her skill tree. And we've seen her summon something. So I guess Rackham has Tiamat. Good to know, I guess. Also, what does people say about the ocean? That it's like a cruel mistress or something? I guess in this world that is in reference to the sky instead. He should have expected the sky to chew him up and spit him out. All right, let's watch episode 3. Them's the breaks, kid. Very true. Them's the breaks.
Call it a side effect of being a helmsman, but my ears tend to laser in on any talk of airships. Then again, damn near anybody could have heard this guy shouting.
No! No! You can't do this! She's still skyworthy! She can still fly!
The distraught man was making a scene outside. 3 seemingly unfazed onlookers surrounded him. Between all the belly aching, I pieced together the man's story. He was an engineer, was upset that an airship called the Nautilus was set to be decommissioned.
The
His 3
Nautilus.
friends, meanwhile, were telling him to see reason, that an old ship like that would be more useful as scrap. Reminded me of the Port Breeze days, back when my own dreams seemed like unscalable walls. The 3 onlookers were a young helmsman, a young mechanic, and an older merchant. They presented a unified front against the engineer, countering each of his arguments threefold whenever he opened his mouth to protest. As much as I wanted to help the guy, the trio were speaking the truth. Repairing the damn thing would cost buckets of rupees, and you can't fix an airship on gumption alone. Trust me, I've tried. Them's the breaks, kid.
I turned to leave. None of my business, right? But dumb old me, I had to pause as my ears caught what he said next.
Oh no.
We made a pact, didn't we? Don't you remember? The Nautilus. You promised that we would take her to the skies.
He could barely hold it together. You could hear it in his voice, the desperation as he clung to a quickly fading dream.
Like
Was a feeling
Usopp
all
and the
too
Going
familiar
Merry.
to me.
Sad times. We're fighting this time. Do I have to play as Rackham? Because I don't know how to play as Rackham. I have played as the captain, and for 1 second as Cagliostro. But I guess down, but not out. Sure. You must play as Rackham for this quest. Oh my gosh. Party.
Leave
Take
it to
the captain. Take
You can depend
EO.
on me.
and take. Why is his power so low? Is it because his health is really low? And let's bring Cagliostro. Because I like her.
Couldn't cut it without me, could you?
I love when she goes back and forth between her cutesy voice and her normal voice. It's so funny. Character details. I would like to see how your command list. Yes. Okay. Attack. Hold square fires a 3-shot burst. Bullseye blast. Hold triangle, chargeable up to 4 times. Air combo while in the air, square, square, square. Aerial barrage, be in the air and then triangle. Okay, hold triangle. I don't know why that has a little exclamation point next to it, but hold triangle. I can do that. Start quest. Yep.